Hey everybody, it's Blackwood Scrap Shit. Figure I'll show you this truck we picked up the other day just to kind of play around with, maybe have a little fun. We gotta put her back together the rest of the way and she should be pretty good to go. So let's look at it. Well, it's multicolored. Got some bald knobby tires. And it's a whole Chevrolet. You know, it's multicolored and multi-body paneled and got a little weight reduction and stuff here. It's missing a lot of metal and stuff, but it's a V8 truck. I mean, you know, weight reduced shocks are even just wow, you know. But yeah, it's got some custom painted wheels some kind and just an old beater truck. But the thing I liked about it is it has that. It is a 5-speed 4x4. So we can make her into a fun little rig to run around in and tear up some stuff. So, what you think? Alright guys, let's take a look at this interior in this thing and we'll kind of nose around and see what we got. So, let's see what we got here. Old beater truck. Door's open, so you know. Well, we got an old CB here. It's just, I don't know, probably don't work. Then I found this. We got a television screen in here, and it doesn't have the wiring, so it probably won't work either. Then I found this little weapon. You know, you get pulled over with that thing, and you'll have some issues with the police and stuff. But I guess it could be called a multi-tool because it's got the socket holes and attachments and all that good stuff in it. So you know, let's stick it back in the holder so we don't cut ourselves. Then we got this little, found this behind the scenes. It's just a little cheapy toolkit. You know, it's got some vice grip. It got some handy vice grips and some bits and some sockets and a little tire pressure holder thingy. And you know, it is 5-speed. It was an automatic truck, I think, because that hole's not factory, and the column, they busted the shifter off, looks like to me. So got some wiring issues and you know, stuff like that. So, but we're gonna look underneath her now and show you kind of what we're gonna be doing. I got the truck. He told me, oh, it just needs a transfer case bolted in to the transmission. Needs a rear U-joint, which, you know, the U-joint's pretty much gone. And then I got to look at the transfer case. It's there. And then I slid up a little bit and just needs bolted in. He said, well, I got to looking at it and we got a problem. The transmission and transfer case are a ways away. She slid back on her, and so we're gonna have to fix that. And oh yeah, and the exhaust has been cut off. It's just a pipe laying there now. And we're missing a few things up under the hood, I think, because I got to looking at it and I think I'm missing a few minor details we might need. Like, for one, the hood's not attached to anything. It's just sitting here. And then we've got this rat's nest under the hood here of wiring and crap, and I've got to trace out where all this goes, make sure she runs. And then we've got the battery tray here and battery mounts and stuff is all unhooked, and I don't know. And then they painted the air cleaner blue, so, and there's no belt. So yeah, I'm gonna do some tracing. Oh, and there's another issue. We're not gonna have any power steering because well, they kind of cut the lines off, so I'm gonna have to find me some power steering lines for this thing. Because, you know, some people are rednecking and they just cut shit off, and I don't know why, but they do. So I'm gonna have to find some new lines, looks like. Got a breather laying down there for the valve cover, and then there's another piece of plastic that goes there, and then the AC lines are laying down there under the motor. And yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting little job, I'm sure, to get this thing back where it'll run. So, but that's under the hood. Gotta set that back in out of the way. You know, it's just something to tinker with and have some fun. And, you know, and then there's the old black girl that we messed with and didn't get running, so we're gonna mess with her again, and we're gonna get her running this time. Normal Chevy tailgate's broken, so then I get back here and I find an automatic transmission, which leads me to believe that this was an automatic truck for a while. And then they've got two radiators, which one of them's off of like a 99 to 02 Chevy. It's like a V6 truck. It's a small radiator. And then the big radiator's actually the radiator for this. So I'm hoping that we can get this figured out and get her leased back to where she'll start and run and all that good stuff. So, but I figure I'd give y'all a look at it, see what you think, and we'll go from there. And then the rest of the exhaust is over there on the back of the truck. So figure I'll let you know one thing about it. You got right there, you got a Chevy bed liner in it. Actually a Chevy in the side of the bed, and up there in the front of the bed, if you can see it, there's a bow tie. So it's got a good old bed cover in it, which I'm sure the bed underneath is just rotted completely. So considering what the rockers and the cab corners look like. Alright guys, well, he's got this all jammed. Let me show you. All jammed up in there. And I don't think it's lined up with the teeth on the transmission. So we gotta get this transfer case back out and wiggle it back and forth and get it where it needs to be. So I gotta get the drive shaft, front drive shaft loose, and I've gotta get this rear drive shaft out because it's just kind of jammed in there. So I'm gonna go get a hammer, get the drive shaft, that one out. I'm gonna see if I can get this the front drive shaft out. And then, I don't know, see if I can, well, I might leave the front drive shaft in there. It doesn't look too horrible, so. But I just gotta maneuver this transfer case back and forth to get it where it needs to be. But as I do that, where it lines up the holes, it hits. Right there, but that's where the holes go. So I've got to go one way or another back and forth to get it lined up with the gears. So let's do that and then we'll get back. Alright guys, see this drive shaft right here, how far it's sticking out? Okay, I should be able to just pull that out. Well, somebody, you see on this ear right here, hammered it into the transfer case. So I've got to get it out and find out where teeth, because there's a middle one tooth in there that has a groove in it that keeps you from messing up your gear, your slide gear in there. And I bet what he did is he hammered it in because he couldn't line up that groove just right. So I'm gonna try to get this, I'm gonna hammer this out, and I gotta replace that U-joint back there anyways. So we're gonna get this out, and just remember kids, don't hammer things in it when it's supposed to just slide in like a drive shaft. That's a bad idea. Alright YouTubers, this is what happens when a drive shaft gets stuck and somebody hammers it on. You have to tie a chain around it, come along, run it back behind the truck, and then we're gonna take it and use this come along here and crank her up hopefully and get her off there. We're hoping. So we're gonna set y'all right here. Well guys, sorry you missed that. We had a little issue with, yeah, it came off, so, but it didn't take the yoke off like it was supposed to.